We're on Sanhedrin Perik Chet, Mishnah Zayin, 7th and last Mishnah in the 8th chapter, Masechet Sanhedrin. So what does it mean? We save them with their lives. Okay, we learned before that Hababa Machteret, right? Nidon Hashem so far. A person is coming to steal secretly in hiding. Then he is judged by his end, and we kill him in order to prevent him from committing the crime because he's going to kill somebody else. That's called matzilin otam benafsham. You save them with their lives. Okay, you kill them to save them. Very interesting phrase. Matzilin otam min ha'aveira. You save them from sin benafsham by killing them. Shenitan reshut l'chol adam lahargam de latzila min ha'aveira. Every person is permitted to kill them to save them from committing a sin, but it's not just committing a sin. Okay, we're going to talk about what kind of sins we're talking about. It says the Mishnah. What are they? If you're chasing after someone is chasing after somebody else to kill him, so you're allowed to kill that person even though he hasn't killed anybody yet. He hasn't done anything, but he's trying to kill somebody. You're allowed to save that person by killing him. Or achar hazachor, person is running after a male in order to rape that male. Or v'achara na'ara amurasa, or after a married woman, you're allowed to kill that person. Where do we know that from? That's explicit in the Psukim. The Torah says, okay, if a man found a damsel in the city and he lies with her, ba'ir, he lies with her. We assume the city is a euphemism for she could have cried out. Since she didn't cry out, okay, hanara lo tza'aka ba'ir. Since she didn't cry out, meaning we assume that it was a willing relationship, and therefore they're both punished. But ve'im basadei za'ish, if they find him in the field, he grabbed her and he slept with her, then he is dead. You don't do anything to her. Okay? Just like if a person kills someone, so this act of grabbing a woman and raping her is like murder. Okay? She cried out, and nobody saved her. So the Torah makes a direct association between rape or attempted rape and murder. And so the Mishnah says, so therefore, okay, because it says, remember we just quoted this pasuk. So then we have a hekesh, an association, a textual association between these two sins. Between the murder and the rape. Just like Na'ara Ha'ma'orasa, this betrothed woman, you can save him by killing him. Okay, so too Rotzeach. And how do you know Na'ara Ha'ma'orasa? Because it says, Ta'aka, she cried out, Ve'en Moshiela, and nobody saved her. Meaning, Yesh Moshiela, if there was someone to save her. B'chol davar, any way you can save her, you should save her. Etc. So therefore, you learn you can save the Na'ara. It's interesting. Otherwise, we would never have. How do we know that you can save someone who's trying to kill somebody else? You can kill the person who's trying to kill somebody else from the Na'ara Marasa. We learned out the Na'ara Marasa. Let's go back to the pasuk. We learn here from the Na'ara Marasa, Ein ve'ein Moshiela. There's no one to save her, meaning someone could save her. And from the Na'ara Marasa, we learn from the Hekesh of Rotzeach, Keina Davar Hazeh, that they're the same. Right? And very interesting. You would think the other way. It's obvious. Logically, you could kill somebody who's trying to kill. It's not obvious. The Chazal learned it out from a hekesh. Aval. So you can say, okay, anybody who's trying to commit any sin, you could kill somebody to prevent them from sinning. No. The person is trying to run after an animal to commit bestiality. The person is going to try to commit chilul Shabbat. Terrible. A person is going to worship idols. You're not allowed to save them by taking their lives. Okay, even there are all these sins, chilul Shabbat and avodah zarah, and they're rejecting the dominion of God. Okay, all of these sins. They have to have done it with witnesses and chayav mitah and beitin. Then you put them to death, but not beforehand. And I think the commonality between these other sins is it something that you're doing that is going to influence yourself spiritually? Then you have to commit the sin, and then we'll punish you. But if it's something that it's going to rodef achar chayvero lehargo, you're gonna hurt somebody else, or hababa machteret, right? Baba machteret, you're going to kill the person you're trying to steal, or even ben soreh mareh, and you don't know shem sofo. We're afraid what's he going to do in society? Then we say you don't know shem sofo. matzilinotan benafsham. We save them from committing the sin of hurting others with their lives. Stop here, dedicate our learning. So remember, my father, Rav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Have a good day.